Have you heard about the recent flooding in Nairobi, Kenya? A catastrophic natural disaster has left an indelible mark on this region of the world. A dam in the Mai Mahiu area burst due to unprecedented heavy rains, driving the death toll past 120, including at least 50 in a deluge on Monday in an area about 60 kilometers, 37 miles, from Nairobi. The torrential downpours have not only claimed lives, but have also displaced over 131,000 people, causing significant damage to infrastructure and buildings. As rivers and sewers overflow, roads become waterways and homes are destroyed, the government is continually grappling with the chaotic aftermath, striving to bring relief and support to the affected communities. Flooding itself in Nairobi is not unusual, but the sheer scale of this year's deluge has exposed longer-term problems with the way the city has developed. Much of the city sits on top the Nairobi River's floodplain, which cuts directly through the capital. A number of other rivers and streams also flow through Nairobi, making such situations even more dangerous. A properly developed drainage system may have been able to cope, but as the city has grown over the last century, from 100,000 residents to today's 4.5 million, the infrastructure has not kept up. Compounding the problem is that less than half of the residents of Nairobi and the surrounding areas are connected to a sewage system. In slum areas, open sewers are common, which drastically overflow when it floods. Drains have also become blocked as people living in the area dispose of their household rubbish out on the street. Open spaces have all but disappeared as more and more buildings have gone up, both in slums and planned areas. As more concrete covers the earth, there are fewer places where the water can be absorbed into the ground and it runs off, overloading the drains and rivers. The Kenya Meteorological Department has sent out a dire warning, predicting continued heavy rainfall in regions already affected by the flooding. This severe weather is being exacerbated by the El Niño pattern, a meteorological event that disrupts normal weather patterns, often leading to extreme conditions. East Africa is not alone in this struggle. Neighbouring countries too are facing similar challenges, with displacement and casualties on the rise. The region is experiencing record floods, painting a grim picture of the state of our environment. The floods in Nairobi are but one example of the devastating effects of global climate change. The impact of this event is far-reaching, affecting not only those directly hit by the floods, but also those who depend on the region for livelihood or resources. It's a stark reminder of the power of nature, as extreme weather events continue to intensify and disrupt lives and communities across East Africa. As we continue to monitor the situation, our thoughts go out to those affected by the floods. We hope that relief and aid come soon to those whose lives have been so drastically changed by these recent turn of events.